Well, hello there, friends. I am so excited to come to you today with this training. Y'all know that I am passionate about text marketing, and that's what we're talking about today. It's Friday, and this is my disclaimer. My dogs are in my office, and there might be a trash truck or a lawn person coming by, in which case they will bark. It's life. This is real life, people. This is what happens when you work from home, right? Um, so let me get us started today. So the topic that we're going to talk about today is text marketing across multiple channels. Okay. So most people, when they think of text marketing, they think of a text message that you get on your phone, which is absolutely positively what it is. But that's not all that it is. So I'm going to expand your mind here just a little bit. Text marketing is such a powerful tool, and it allows you to connect with your audience directly and drive meaningful engagement. Meaningful engagement, right? So, what does that mean? You are going to be able to go back and forth and have a actual conversation with people. Yes, you can do that in the chat, but it's not quite as conducive, right? Or in the comments of a social media post. Absolutely. You could do that in an email, but how many of your email subscribers on your list are actually replying back, even when you ask them to? I don't know about you, but not many of mine. So meaningful engagement. Texting is the way to go. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how to leverage text marketing across multiple channels for maximum impact. Okay. So we're going to cover some main points. I'm going to give you some practical tips, and I'll even throw in a few examples so that this is easy to implement. I do want to have a couple of disclaimers on here. Number one, if you have questions, I want you to drop them in the chat because I'm going to come back and I will answer those when I can. And then the second thing is this is only scratching the surface, you guys. There's no way that I can cover a comprehensive multi-channel text marketing strategy in a 10-minute training. Okay. So this is scratching the surface. This small portion of what you need to know to have a comprehensive text marketing strategy. But we're going to go, and it's going to be great. And you're going to have a lot of practical, implementable things at the end of this 10 minutes. Okay. So first thing, you're going to want to choose the right channel. What the heck does that mean? So you have to know where your audience is. You have to know who your target audience is, where they're at, and what your business goals are. So the first thing that I need to ask you is, do you know who your target audience is and what your business goals are? If not, you need to put a pin in that. You just pin that, because you have to figure that out in order to have a successful strategy. If you are just posting randomly with no strategy toward a goal, you're probably not going to be very effective. Okay, so write that down. If you don't know how to do that, will you please let me know? I love strategizing. I love taking big goals and reverse engineering them with people so that they can understand how to implement a strategy that's going to get them where they want to go. All right. So once you have your target audience figured out and your business goals figured out, you are going to want to identify the channels where your people live. All right. What's going to get you the most bang for your buck? All right. So social media platforms. Yes, that is part of a text marketing strategy. I'm not talking about your posting. I'm talking about direct messages. Direct messages. So the different channels that you can use for that: Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, all of those, text marketing. You could even use, I would actually put in there Voxer as another one. I didn't think about that, but it actually is a texting platform. Yes, you can voice message on those just like the other ones, but Voxer I would put lumped into that category too. And I know there's a lot of business people, especially coaches, who use Voxer. So I think that you need to expand your mind and realize that social platforms like those listed are actually something that you could consider part of your text marketing strategy. Now, some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I do have a text strategy. So when people ask me now, I can say yes. True. You also in my opinion. I mean, you cannot rely on social media platforms as your only method of pushing things out to your people. Okay. Those could go down. You could go to Facebook jail. I have a couple of friends right now that are in Facebook jail and they're hating life. What happens when that happens? You have to have other channels that you own, that you have control over, that you can push things out and converse with your people. All right. So, you're going to think about using those to create personalized messages to engage with your customers. The key there is personalized messages. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of what you could do. First, you could send exclusive discount codes or communication about a flash sale via DM to create a seamless shopping experience. Okay. What I personally would do is I would include a link that is direct to buy. Anything that you can do to take steps out of the process for the client is a win. They don't want to have to make 5 clicks. They want to have to make 1 click, 2 max. Okay. So make sure it's simple and clear and is exclusive content, not something that they can go to your social posts and see. All right. You want exclusive things. You want to give them a reason to keep opening your text messages. All right. Number 2, email marketing. So we've got social media platforms and email marketing. First of all, I have to ask, do you even have an email list? Do you have an email marketing strategy? Again, if you do not, that is something that as a business owner, you need. You own that. You own it. And so put a pin in that, write a big note, circle it in red. Get an email list, get an email strategy. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. I can help with that too. So with email marketing, some of the things that you need to realize is that you can combine a text message with an email campaign to provide quick updates, reminders, exclusive offers. Some of the examples that I would give would be if you put out an email, text message people a little reminder, your subscribers who have not opened your email. Say, hey, I don't want you to miss this important information. If you haven't, check out my email. Y'all know if your email inbox is anything like mine, you have signed up for so many things that the really important stuff can get lost. So sending a text reminder to your subscribers to say, hey, just a reminder, send an email today. There's some cool stuff in there that you're not going to want to miss. That is a huge help, huge help. So it's going to help create that all-encompassing, comprehensive experience that a client wants. Okay. Second thing, you're going to want to craft engaging text messages. How the heck do I do that? That is a good question. So I'm going to shed a little bit of light on that for you today. So once you've chosen your channel, you have to have compelling text messages that grab people's attention really quickly because, people are squirrels, shoop, 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 all the things. And so you're going to want to grab their attention quickly and encourage action. So first thing, you need to keep it short and sweet. It is not a social media post. You can't do 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. You need to do 2 sentences. Okay. That's the difference, right? Short and sweet. They need to be able to look at it, not feel overwhelmed because I don't know about you, but if I get a long text message, I'm going to go, I'm going to read that later. And then I'm going to forget about it because I don't have a notification anymore because I've already opened it. So you're going to want to keep it short and sweet. If you're texting on your phone, this does not apply for social media direct messages, obviously, but if you're texting on your phone, a lot of carriers have a text character limit. And so you're going to want to make sure, the way that I think about it is, you remember when Twitter had the 140 character limit and you had to really think about what you want to say, like every word, every character in every word was super important. I think about that when I'm putting together a text message. And so make every word count, be concise, be to the point. So an example of that would be last chance, 24-hour flash sale. Use code FLASH20 for 20% off your next purchase. Shop now. That's it. It would take up about this much space. They could read it all at once and they're not going to have to scroll. It's attention grabbing. You could even use some emojis to, make it more fun if that's in your brand. And so it's going to capture their attention, and hopefully they're going to take action on that. All right. Next, personalization is key. Gone are the days of copy paste, y'all. People can tell when you copy paste. And if you're like me, you have those, oh crap moments when you realize that you're copying pasting and you forgot to remove the other person's name from your message that you're sending in DMs. And so you sent Sally a message that says Becky. Not good. Embarrassing. You don't want to do that. And so make sure that you're not copy pasting, but you are personalizing, right? So, you can have a message that's generally the same, but put something in there that's personal so people don't feel like they're just another number. Okay. You can address recipients by their name, super important. Tailor message based on their preferences. So if you're using a text messaging system, I teach Project Broadcast, but there are several out there. If you are using a text messaging system, you can actually tag people with their preferences. So for instance, in Project Broadcast, I will tag a person with the products that they've purchased in the past. So I can very quickly look and say, oh, this person is interested in XYZ. And so I can tailor the messages crafted based on past buying experience, or based on things that about them personally that you're going to want to make sure you address because it matters with this particular communication. All right. So tailor it in text messaging systems and in ManyChat. If you guys don't know what ManyChat is, it's another thing that I can help you with, but it's an auto responder that is set up inside your Facebook Messenger or Instagram DMs. And you can actually use that to have people respond with specific keywords. It works basically the same as a text marketing platform like Project Broadcast. Somebody responds with a keyword and they get automatically sent a message that is that's about whatever it is that your keyword is attached to. Okay. So if you don't know about ManyChat, oh my gosh, it'll change your life, just like text messaging with Project Broadcast or another platform. So those kinds of things can actually be set to include the person's name that you're sending it to if you have access to it. Obviously, if you're sending a DM, you're sending it to somebody, the system is going to know who you're sending it to. With a text marketing system like Project Broadcast, most of the time you're going to have that person's name. So it inserts their name. So you can say, hey, Becky, hey, Sally, hey, Fred, whatever. We noticed that you love our tennis shoes. Check out our new collection. I have an exclusive 15% discount for you. And so it's personalized, and you are being specific to their buying patterns. Okay. So next, you're going to need a call to action when you're selling something. Let me put a preface over this whole thing that you cannot have a text marketing strategy that is just selling to people. You can't do that. You have to add value, you guys. Add value, add value, add value, sell. In the words of Gary Vee, jab, 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 right hook. Value, 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 sell. And so you need to be careful that you're not just pushing sale all the time, because people are going to get to know that you're just a salesy, spammy person, and they're not even going to open your text message. They're just not going to read it. And so make sure that you're giving them things that are valuable to their life, that is additive. Okay. When that happens and when it's appropriate, you need a call to action that is clear. Don't say, hey, we're having a sale. Okay. So you're having a sale. What's the call to action there? What do you want them to do? And so make it clear, make it compelling, and make it something that encourages them to take action now. Okay. Not later. Now. Make it easy for them to take action now. So for example, limited stock available. Reply with buy to grab your favorite item before it's gone, and I'll send you a link. They reply with buy, you shoot them the link, done. Okay. Third, timing and frequency. Y'all, I cannot tell you how important this is. Okay. This is going to take a little work on your part. It's going to take a little work on your part. Now, social media does it for you if you have business accounts. Okay. There are insights that you can grab that can tell you when your people are active. And you are going to want to make sure that you are putting things out into the world at times that they are active, right? Timing and frequency play a crucial role in the success of your text marketing strategy overall. So you want to optimize the sending time. You want to analyze your audience's behavior. You want to make sure that you're choosing the times that they're most likely to engage with your messages. So, for example, if you're sending out a text message about a flash sale when your audience is at work, they may read it, but they can't take action because they're at work. And what's going to happen between now and then? 1,000 things that can distract them. So are they going to take action? Maybe not, because they've forgotten. So instead, you send that same text message when your audience is settled on the couch, taking a look at their social media after a long day. All right. You know that they're already on their phone, and it makes sense for them because it's a good time, right? So typically I tend to send things over a lunch hour if it doesn't require somebody to buy something right away, before they go to work, or before they go to work is suboptimal, because especially for people that have kids or trying to get out of the house, it's a little chaotic. They may see it and not have time to take advantage of it. So if it's a call to action that you want them to do something right then, I would not suggest prior to the start of their day. But if it's something that's just motivational and encouraging or adding value, you absolutely can send it in the morning, because that's going to start their day off well. They're going to, oh, wow, that's so cool. And the trajectory of their day may have just changed by what you send, which is enduring, and it's building that know, like, and trust factor. Okay. So you're going to want to make sure that you're sending it at a good time. Before, if it's motivational, not if it has a call to action that needs to take place right away. Lunchtime, I think, is another good one. And then after people are home, not 5 o'clock, not 5:30, they're busy getting dinner and picking children up from childcare, et cetera, et cetera. I usually tend to time things around the 7:30, 8 o'clock hour, because dinner's usually done. Kids have their bath. They're in bed most of the time, and people are winding down. So it's a good time to send something that's going to need an immediate call to action. All right. Avoid overwhelming your recipients. Talk about time. This is frequency. Don't overwhelm them. You got to be mindful of the frequency of your messages. It's same with email. I don't know about you, but I have certain people that send me emails once a week. It's like, oh, I'm looking forward to hearing what they have to say. And then I have certain people who send me emails every stinking day. I'm like, my email inbox is full of your stuff. Stop it. I don't have time to read it all. Truncate it. Okay. So make sure that the frequency that you're sending messages makes sense for your audience. Now, if you're in a launch season for something, obviously you're going to communicate more. But if this is just in your regular rhythm of communication, make sure that it makes sense and that you're not overwhelming people. So, for example, sending a text message every day could lead to a high unsubscribe list. Sending things once a week could lead to a solidified know, like, and trust factor with your people. Okay. And then last but not least, segment your audience. I cannot tell you how important this is. Know who you're talking to about specific things. Especially if you're building a large list, which we all should be, because lists are the most important and most valuable assets in our businesses. So if you're making a large list, make sure that you're segmenting people well. On an email list, they self-segment most of the time because they're opting into that email some way through some freebie or something. Or signing up for a newsletter, etc. If you are using a text marketing service like Project Broadcast, or if you're using social media service like ManyChat, they're going to segment them because they tag those people with the keywords that they're typing in. But if you're not using those and you're just doing it on your own, you're going to have to take good records, you guys. Start an Excel spreadsheet. In my mind, that's a dirty word, but some people love Excel. I do not. And so, but it's very useful. Start an Excel spreadsheet so you have some data to look back on to know what segment your audience falls into. So you're giving them what they need. Okay. For example, clothing retailer might send out promotions for men's clothing to male subscribers and women's clothing to female subscribers. Okay. And then we've already talked about not always selling, but I'm going to hit that again because I think that's super important, you guys. You've got to be adding value. You've got to be adding value. What are some things that add value? Motivational sayings or voice clips that you could send. Reminders about a new podcast that dropped or a new blog post that's out, because that's adding value to their life by giving them information that hopefully is also adding value, right? I sent out a happy Mother's Day to all of my female subscribers on Mother's Day. Same is going to happen on Father's Day next month. And you can send out, I have a friend who does this really well. I've not mastered this yet, but she does this really well and it matches her brand super, super perfectly. She sends out at the beginning of every month a little text message to all of her people that just says, hey, how can I help you this month? And she gives them 3 options and they can type in a keyword that, again, segments them into what they're needing from her and how she can help them. All right. So you're understanding the adding value piece. If you have questions about how to add value to your specific audience, again, drop that in the chat. I'm going to come back and look and I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. Okay. So basically integrating a text marketing strategy across multiple channels, it opens up a world of possibilities for engagement with your audience and for your overall marketing strategy. So just remember to choose the right channels. Remember to craft engaging text messages and remember to consider the timing. Those are the 3 things. All right. Right channels, engaging messages, right timing. This has just scratched the surface. There is so much more information on how to have an amazing text marketing strategy that's going to catapult your business. So if you know that you need to get this right in your business and you don't quite know how, I have what I'm super excited about, a brand new course that's launching in just a few weeks called Text Success. And it's going to cover all of this and a whole lot more, much more comprehensive strategy to text marketing, and actually will give you some how-tos on how to implement. So if you're the I need examples kind of girl, I'm going to show you how to build campaigns. I'm going to show you how to dive into ManyChat. And so this is going to be super great for those of you who know that you need to up your text marketing game. So if you want to get on the wait list for that, you can drop waitlist in the comments, or you can text waitlist. And I'm going to put this in the description so you don't forget. Text waitlist to my number is 469-459-3210. I'll say it again, 469-459-3210. Text waitlist 469-459-3210. And I will shoot you all the information so that you are on the wait list and the first to know as soon as it goes live. All right. Hope you guys have an amazing Friday and a great rest of your week. See you later.